Alright, cure for some more demon bluff. The goal. Two things. One is the Dreamer Night Cycle thing. I need to remember to use it. And two, I just need to not be an idiot. Just kind of, generally speaking, don't make stupid decisions. Alright, so first off, one of these outcasts is going to be faked. I can flip over everything here. Okay, so 3 or 6. That is going to be true. Okay. You want to just check? No, I'll check this. Okay, so 1 is real, it is not. You are a puppeteer, which means you are lying, which is telling you to puppet. You want to check Dreamer? I'll just check who's lying. I think I'll probably figure it out from there. So you're telling the truth, which means you are probably telling the truth. Well, you're telling the truth. That's interesting. Who's Puka then? Is 2 the corrupted, and then you're Puka? Is it Puka, puppet, minion, corrupted? Actually, ooh, I learned this from Capture. I can see if it's real or not. Apparently, if you use it against an evil, and it doesn't do anything, then it's real. But if it says that, it's lying, or corrupted, or fake. Lying. I said it right the first time. That's interesting. That is Puka. That is Puppet. That is Minion. Puka to a Minion. Alright, so double gesture. One of those is going to be fake at least. Okay. So what do you think here? So obviously it's going to be one of these jesters. What do we think after that, though? I don't think it's ever both of them. Well, you're telling the truth, but you are also telling the truth. One of you would have to be lying, though. Because one of you would have to be corrupted by Puka. Yeah, I don't think it's both of you. In order for you to be telling the truth, it would have to be you. 1 and 8 in that case, and then maybe so you have to be lying, which casts some doubt on you. But let's say, well, you're either corrupted or lying. Let's say you are corrupted. That means you're telling the truth, which means you're not Puka, which means you're Puka. It also means you're telling the truth anyway, which means you're lying. Oh, you'd be drunk then. Because the other evil would have to be you. So you'd be drunk, and then it'd be... You'd be lying, but not corrupted, because we already established that. So it'd be what? I don't even think it works. I don't think it works. If you're drunk, I don't care. Okay, that's fine. So now, you're lying, so it kind of goes same deal here. If you're corrupted, you're telling the truth. You're Puka, you're corrupted. Then, or for that to be true, you would be Twin Minion. You're real, you're real. Seems reasonable, to be honest. I can do, some checks in. If this one's telling the truth, to 0, and what do you say? 1. I don't think it's ever 1 anyway. Yeah. Let me use this, and then I'll use this trick again. Yeah, how about that? Good trick. I thought we haven't used it too well yet. So ideally, it would not do anything, and that means it's real. We still take it. Eels are not adjacent to each other. So you have Werewolf, Plague Doctor, into Chancellor. So if I want to find the Lycanthrope, I kind of want to uncover these. Okay, there's Plague Doctor. I think it's probably Chancellor, honestly. 2-0 Oracle. Oh, if you say 2-0 Oracle, I think that's interesting. That's interesting. Got a Slayer again. 1 or 6 is Chancellor. So one of these is definitely fake. 4 away is. It's never 10, 9, and 1. Or 1, 2, and 10. We did not find the werewolf. So be it. Okay. Well, it turns out 9 could be Chancellor. Alright, you were right. Which means 5 is going to be using that again. It's fake for the 3rd time in a row. Yeah, 8's going to be a werewolf. I think I said 5 and 8. 8's going to be a werewolf. So 1 is not evil. 2 is a real oracle. 1 or 6 is not Chancellor. And you could just be corrupted and it's 5. You are corrupted, okay. Because I feel like you're telling the truth. Not necessarily, I suppose, but you know. So I don't really want to qualify. Well, say if you're on it, you're probably going to be lying, though. You are. Well, basically, it's. Yeah, you said 160, it was never you anyway. Is there. Can I narrow it down, or have to kind of pick 3 and then pick 5? I think it has to be 5, because 3 is not Puka, because 2 is telling the truth. So it's 5. So Puka. Okay, so you're telling the truth. You're lying, which means you're lying, and Alright, you get double minion counterclockwise. Punch from all over. And you're telling the truth, you're good, and one of you is lying. Well, you're both lying. That's one of you's evil. Could be true. Okay. So, do you want to just pick one of these and kill it? Is it the plan? Okay, yeah, so you, well, you're also just fake, okay. Hunter always points towards no evils, right? I'll only point to good characters. Yeah, so you should be good. These all should be good, really. So then it should just be 3 here. I mean, 3 could just be lying, I suppose. Well, then 1's. 1 could be corrupted by 6, and 3's lying. This. You're telling the truth. I think it's just 3 here, and 1's corrupted. Yeah. Alright, Rambler's gonna be fake. Are you puppet? Are you clone? I don't know. When corrupting around you. There is no corruption in this game. I should have killed that because I saved the kill. I flipped through it too quickly. If it matters, I'll count that as a stupid play, whatever I said at the start of the video. That is dying. Alright. So you're telling the truth. Well, that's definitely true. That is definitely not true. That's our puppeteer, which means self-reporting puppet. No big surprise there. What do you mean was 4? I don't remember what 4 was. Jester. I think. Alright, I think this is the last one. Hopefully I counted correctly. I think it should be 5/84. Slayer. Bombardier. Good Confessor. No corrupted characters, that's true. Good to know. So clockwise, side's good. I'll take no kills. Maybe we could use kill 7. Oh well. Well, there's no corruption. Let's just check both these. Also, there's a werewolf. Okay, but yeah, you are both telling the truth, so you're both good. That's her werewolf, which means you are definitely going to be fake as well. Who do I want to check? So theoretically, yeah, look at that. It actually did kind of be helpful that time. I think the Slayer every single time was fake. So I feel like I couldn't use it too well. I did use it a lot there though. Yeah, we learned something new. We didn't get any Dreamer, what you call it, like night cycle rounds, but take it. See you tomorrow.